I'm working to live a healthier life. Stick around to hear what I'm working on to do that. My name is Kay, and I am your host today. I've got some great guests coming up soon. This is the June Health Challenge live show where we talk about working to live a healthy lifestyle. I'm a social media entrepreneur and a wife that tries to encourage others to find what works for them to live the life they love. The challenge team is a group of amazingly extraordinary individuals that is working to support each other to get better every day. Join the conversation as we are always working to be better. On Happy Trails Hiking, you will find content focused on park travel as well as living a healthy lifestyle. If you're interested in that content, please feel free to subscribe to our channel. If you know someone that would be interested in working to live the life they love, please feel free to share this show with them. I can't talk today, but I have a very exciting show for you, and that is because Sean and Marianne from Panic D Paranormal History are here to work with me to tell you all about their journey on the health challenge. So, hey, Sean and Marianne, how are you guys doing today?
We are doing great.
Awesome. It's good to see you guys.
Are you doing good? I spoke for you.
I'm doing fabulous.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Look at my jazz hands going. Fabulous.
Last time I had a show with someone, I inspired John and I did jazz hands the whole time. It was very
See,
fun.
that must be a good show then, right? Jazz hands.
Sean, jazz hands.
Eh.
I love it. I love it. We do have some awesome people in the room so far. Life on the Trail is here, as well as Irvin DePaid Tourist. He says he's dropping this trailer, and then he gets to go home till Friday. So, yes. And then Panic D, Paranormal History, and Marianne Donnelly are both in the room. Lori Bryant's here and here, as well as Justin Mello, who says there's a splash raid. And so does Desmond Donders. Hello, it's good to see you guys. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate you being here. Rachel Rawson is in the room. So we're going to talk to Sean and Marianne today about why they decided to join the health challenge in the first place, because they're a paranormal channel, and paranormally things aren't necessarily, well, they're not healthy, they're dead. So why'd you guys decide to join the health challenge in the first place?
They're not healthy. They're dead. Well, that's a good way to put it. We didn't want to be dead. We wanted to be healthy, to go out there and do our adventures and go to these places and be able to go up and down steps without the braces and, sucking air. And yeah, so that's why we decided to, hey, let's get on board. Let's give this a try. It took a little while to kind of get into it, to get into the momentum. Have we stayed with it? We're slipping a little bit, but we've been out on an adventure. So, it's give and take. It's not like a daily thing, but we're trying to keep up with it. I feel a lot better.
Yeah, and he can do a lot more than he was before. So that's good.
So much more. Much more.
Awesome. Well, that's kind of why I joined the health challenge too.
Yeah.
Man, we have a splash raid, which means that Karen Summers is here and Viewed This is here as well. And Desmond Saunders says, LOL, dead can be healthy. Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Budget Bushcraft isn't here for a raid. He's here on his own. So there you go. Well, thanks for coming. And April Bizarre, BISIAR, is new to the stream and to the chat. So welcome. Thank you for coming. And Food Force Permaculture is here. Howie is in the house. So it's good to see all of you. And for those of you who might have missed it at the very beginning, I am talking with Panic D Paranormal History, and they are here in the chat as well. I think I forgot to put your link down below, like big idiot, but that's the way that goes, and I will fix that when I get done. The Lady Vamp is here.
Lady Vamp, how are you?
Yes, it's good to see you. So what things have you guys found about the health challenge that made you stay in, that made you keep doing this? Because I know that a lot of people have been in and out, and my mom started out doing it, and now she's like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. So why did you guys decide to stay in?
I I think it's because of the group. I mean, all of us working together, there is a little bit of accountability. You kind of feel guilty. It's like, should we go and walk today, or should we just go home? Or I think the group dynamic, as far as the health challenge, has kept us in. To be honest with you.
Yeah, there were several days that Sean's like, I don't think I want to walk today. And I'm like, they're gonna find out.
Yeah.
And then he walked. So,
Yeah. And I'm so glad that we did it. I mean, if the one video that we just did when we were at the General
Braddock's.
Yeah, General Braddock's. If you saw that and saw those steps that were there,
lots of stuff.
A year ago, I wouldn't have been able to go up and down them steps without braces. I actually had knee braces on because of the extra weight and things like that. I couldn't go up a flight of steps without a knee brace. We were just up and down and all around, all over the place, like days have passed and not a problem, So
well, that's
I'm glad
awesome.
we did it. Yeah.
So have you lost weight since you started on the challenge and all the water and veggies I made you eat? #CarrotCrew.
I haven't lost more weight, but I haven't gained any. I haven't put more weight on.
Okay.
I've kind of maintained the weight loss. I was losing weight because of health reasons before I got into the health challenge, like dramatically. And but by working out and being able to build strength back up after that massive weight loss, and not strength, stamina, build that back up.
Sure.
That has helped. So.
Yeah, I think that well, I've noticed that I've gained muscle. I haven't lost weight, but I've gained muscle since I started on the push-up challenge and all the veggies and the workout Wednesdays and things like that. So
my first workouts are with Kay.
Yeah, that's the first time she's ever worked out ever. It was with Kay.
Nice. Well, yeah, and Sean said last week on Workout Wednesday that I was going to have to just private message Marianne so that we could do this. For those of you who don't know, that this is the last week of the June Health Challenge, and I'm going to be taking a break here in July, so I won't be live streaming every day, which is good. And I guess I kind of need a break. I feel like we've talked about a lot of health topics, and I need to refresh my own brain and think about what needs to be talked about next, and if I have more things to talk about. So let's see. Oh, Timey Lives is here. Thank you for coming, Timey, and thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. And Rachel Rawson is asking, is that officially admitting that I'm ripped? Well, I guess if it'll make you quit saying I'm ripped, I'm ripped. There. And Lori says, just because Kay is taking a break doesn't mean you all get to stop being healthy. So, yes, that's fine. Oh, and Food Forest says that if we don't hit the thumbs up, then the mean ghosts are going to come and haunt us. So anyway, and Timber Hill Redbones is here. Timber Hill
Redbone Coonhounds.
There we go. I like watching her puppies. Very fun. And Budget Bushcraft says, even though I wasn't able to participate in the official challenge, I've lost 9 pounds since it started. That's awesome, Budget. Congrats. That's great. So, Marianne, we've heard about from Sean, what did you keep doing? Well, why did you let him keep you doing this whole time?
Because we do pretty much everything as a team.
So if he's going to do it, I'm going to do it. Annoying, actually.
If he's going to do it, I'm going to do it. But, even while I'm at school, I don't get to watch you, obviously. Right. But while I've been off, I've been watching, and it was kind of funny. I'd be sitting there on the couch watching you, and he's like, "Are you working?"
Oh no, they went away. This is not good. They froze on my end. That's not good. Oh no, I hope they come back.
Hang out
Come
with
back. There we
We're
go.
back.
We're
Hello.
back.
Oh my goodness.
We're back. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I hope it's not my life, or I hope it's not mine.
It's
That's
probably
probably
ours.
us. You never know.
So he'd be asking if you were working
And
or
if
watching.
I was working out with Kay today, and I'm like, all right, fine, I'll work out with Kay today, and I'd go get my cans of corn, you know.
Yeah. So that has been an interesting thing. So since you haven't been working out per se, I mean, you're a teacher, you're working out all the
My
time.
working out for my life has always been walk around my classroom all day long. That was it. That was the extent of any exercise that I would do.
She'll be close to 20,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So since you've been doing Workout Wednesday, have you noticed a difference in the muscles that you use?
I noticed that I'm sore that night.
You're sore from the cans of corn, huh?
Yes. Those cans of corn are heavy. You just don't know.
You have no idea. Yeah.
I feel like there's more energy, especially afterwards.
Yeah.
Because usually you think, oh my gosh, they're going to work out and they're going to be like using all that energy up. They're not going to have anything left. But I'm ready to do more afterwards.
We're kind of a little bit, I mean, we're a little bit different. I'm not worried about the weight. Marianne's really not worried about the weight. It's the energy, the stamina, eating healthy, that kind of thing. Because for us, I mean, once we go out on these trips, we're like going nonstop. It's being able to keep up. And then that's kind of like for us where we get, you know, the weight and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes.
You know, because like if you go to Washington, D.C., like for us, for 3 or 4 days, we're like nonstop. I mean, we're walking everywhere. We're, you know, out in the heat. I'm drenched, you know, just from walking around and that kind of thing. So it's being able to keep up with that pace. That was our goals.
I'll never forget when you told me that one of the hotels you were going to stay, maybe it was Hotel Cognac, you wanted to stay in this suite on the 3rd floor and you had to do all the stairs, and you were excited about getting to stay in that suite this time because
you was able to do the stairs.
Yeah, I couldn't do it before. I really couldn't, you know. And you know, when you have a hotel room, you're not, you know, you have to run to it like 5-6 times because I forgot this, forget that. So that's up and down 3 flights of stairs, and there's no elevator in that building, you know. So yeah, we had to stay on the 1st floor last time we were there. So, or the time before last.
Gotcha. Rachel Rawson says she's tempted to go vegan for next month. Why vegan, Rachel? And Timberhill Redbone says that she quit smoking and put on some weight. Ugh. And yeah, we find that pretty often in health challenges or with people who decide to quit smoking or decide to give up one habit, that they replace it with food. And so that's something that I know my dad, when he quit smoking, he really had to work on that. And so he had the suggestion that he, instead of not smoking, that he go for a walk. And then Dad started walking miles and miles and miles and miles, especially the more stressed he got. He'd walk more and more and more. So anyway, and Rachel answered my question and said, because of meat. And if I cut milk out, then my waist gets skinny. Oh, well, there you go. I haven't noticed that. Marianne likes to bake. So
I do.
Oh, which, by the way, she made one of those recipes.
I did.
When was that? Yesterday? Day before?
Day before yesterday, I made your jalapeno bite things.
Oh, how'd they turn out for you?
They were tasty.
Yes. I changed it up a bit because as many jalapenos as you had in the recipe would kill my husband, and I did want him to stick around. So I did cut that down, but it was really good.
Good. Yeah. I think it depends on the jalapenos too. You know how some jalapenos are really hot and then others. Yeah. You have to make recipes fit your own taste.
Yeah. Yeah. But they were delicious.
Good. I'm glad
you like you haven't gotten that recipe list from Kay yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah. I do have, 8 to 10 recipes that we did for the veggie challenge. I put those together back in April, and I was giving those out for super chat donations. So if anybody is interested in those, I'll be more than happy to send those out to you. See, what else is everybody saying here? Budget Bushcraft says Timber Hill Red Bones. That's because the best smoke is after eating, and you don't want to stop eating to get that. Okay, I get it. And then April says, I walk when I can if it's not too hot or raining, but I have to be careful of my knee. Yes, that's definitely a thing. So when you guys were doing all your walking, because that was what you did for your 30 minutes a day back in April. Was that April?
Mm-hmm.
When it rained all of April here. Did it rain all of April there?
It's still raining.
Yeah, it's still raining. It hasn't stopped yet.
Yeah.
It did stop for 2 whole days, but it's going to rain again today. So,
That's why I keep that cell phone on, because I think Noah's going to call. I don't want to miss that call.
No. As long as Noah adds you to his list, you're good.
That's right.
But we're a pair. He calls for pairs.
Yes. Hopefully
A male and a female of every species.
Hopefully he would call for a Donnelly pair and then
There
a
you
Happy
go.
Coast hiking pair too.
Yes. There you go.
Hey,
Yeah,
King
but
90, it's good to
we
see
walk
you.
around inside.
Oh, the lady vamp has to run. Thank you for coming while you were at work. I appreciate you being here. See our wonderful guests who have been working so hard at the challenge. I think that the challenge has been really successful for so many people because they see real people doing it. And I appreciate the fact that, I'm not a medical professional, and you guys aren't medical professionals, but we're still managing to make our lives healthier. So, have you guys found the same thing in the groups and things like that? Or did anybody ask you why you were walking around the school after school?
Did they ask?
Actually, yeah, the custodial staff, they asked, they're
Oh.
like, oh, you're exercising. Yeah. And I'm like, he's making us.
Yeah.
He put us in some health challenge.
I remember there were a couple days where I think we were going to an event or we were doing something and we changed it up and we said, okay, so we're going to have to load the car, unload the car. So we're not going to walk. And we were getting ready to leave and they're like, you're not walking today?
So we actually got it from them and the group, to kind of keep us pushing,
What, you give up already?
Oh, so peer pressure from real people too.
Yeah.
That's funny. Desmond Donders, I was going to answer you in the chat, but I can't type that fast. So he says, what about the rest of us, Noah? I think that YouTubers are all just one.
Oh,
now,
we're
right?
one. Okay. All right.
So I wouldn't forget you. And April says she has arthritis in her knee and it hurts sometimes. Yeah, I can imagine. Matt has knee issues and has to do lots of stretching. I mean, we're Happy Trails hiking. He hiked 13.5 miles a couple of weeks ago and really had to stretch. We stretched a whole lot beforehand. And before and after, so that his knees would make it through all of the hikes and things. So, Food Forest Permaculture is really pushing those thumbs up. Those ghosts are working well on making those thumbs up blue. So good job, ghosts. Woohoo. That's fun. Let's see. Oh, Marty's crew's here. Hello. He's on break. It's good to see you, Tony. And speaking of Tony will be on the show on Friday talking about his experiences with the health challenge. We did mention you earlier with the quitting smoking stuff. Timber Hill Redbone said, Tony, that they'd quit smoking and gained weight. So don't listen. No, maybe you'll have some tips there. But Tony likes to eat tacos. So there's that. And Lori says that your walks were inspiring, Sean and Marianne. So there you go. I guess if you guys can walk around the school however many times you did, anybody can. So it's all good.
Well, I think Marianne, you could have did it without me. For me, I mean, I really did have to push myself, because I sit at a computer screen for 8 to 9 hours a day at work. Then I come home and I'm at the laptop till I pass out, like nonstop. I'm not, you know, and I let it catch up to me. You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. I'm not an active type person anyway. So when we started going to, I think it was last summer, we started when we were going to concerts and stuff, and I couldn't make it up the stairs with, and I'm like, oh, I got to do something. This is not good. So yeah, I'm glad that the health challenge came around and the walking, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this. Let's videotape it and see if people are interested, whether I'm gonna have a heart attack or not.
That's why they tuned in.
That's why they tuned in.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have a heart attack. That's good.
Marianne's certified on how to use AED, so I was okay.
and there are multiple around our building, so we would walk past one every couple of steps.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Let's try the next one.
Funny. Let's see. So we've talked about your health journey. Can you tell us a little bit more about your YouTube journey, what you got going on your channel, and what's coming up next?
Oh, geez.
Vacation. Sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned that. So what's your favorite video that you've put out so far? There we go. We'll do that.
Favorite video?
Mm-hmm.
We have about 3 or 4 of them that I really like. Marianne hardly even watches our videos, so I don't know if she can answer that. But I like the Lincoln video, the Path in Gettysburg. I like the Apollo 11 one. Some of the new ones that we're doing now, I'm really kind of getting into it. You know, having a time lapse and the slow motion and making the longer ones on the Friday videos and that kind of stuff. We're kind of morphing and transforming a little bit to the format that I wanted to do in the beginning. You know, that
you kind of started with in the beginning.
I started doing it just to document the location in one video, beginning to end. Because what I'm working on now, actually, it is indirectly related to the channel, but I'm working on the database now is what I'm working on, because I have 126 locations that we have been to that aren't active in the database. So I want to get that caught up so that as we put out the videos, those records are active. So that's kind of what I'm working on, like this week a little bit. I'll probably get those done. So hopefully, or big dent into them.
That's awesome. So the reason I really met Sean and Marianne was, well, ClueTube, first of all, was how I kind of got involved. They put out this video and I just started watching their Lizzie Borden stuff and this, that, and the other. And I don't know, I just kind of heard them from Yankee and this, that, and the other. So I kind of fell into ClueTube and I was like, oh yeah, I can do this big collaboration. It'll be really fun. And then I got to talking to Sean on Twitter and saying, hey, you got all these views on blah, 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 and you're computer dude, and you guys are really funny, and this, that, and the other. I've now said that 5 times, sorry. So Sean started teaching me about SEO stuff and really working on search engine things. And I just, well, my channel grew a lot. And so I really wanted to publicly say thank you for all of your help with SEO. Sean has been working for years and years and years on the computer sides of things and really understands websites and how to, and databases, obviously, and how to get things found on the internet. And so that's the one thing that we as YouTubers want to do, right? Is get found and have people really, the people who want to watch your content, watch your content. And I appreciate all my subscribers, but honestly, my subscribers aren't the ones that watch, you know. When I look at my analytics now, the YouTube search is where I'm found. People go to YouTube and search for something that I have, or a place I've been to, or a thing that I've reviewed, and they find my videos and they watch them. And so that's huge. But yes. And Timey says Sean has a huge challenge now. He's trying to teach me. Yeah.
If I could teach Timey, I could teach anybody. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, by the way, Timey's going to be on our channel Saturday. She's coming on Let's Talk Paranormal.
That'll be cool.
She's going to share her paranormal story.
That'll be fun.
Ooh.
That'll be really fun. I'm excited to hear about that. And on Thursday, you've got Inspired John coming on. Yes.
That's right. He says we're a bunch of hooey. So he's coming on, and I said, come to our channel. Ask us whatever you want. So he threw out the challenge, and we accepted. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see that too. And it happens on Thursday right after this show. So that should be fun. We'll have a fun lead into that maybe. We had Cliff Reiser come in the room. Hello, Cliff. It's good to see you. And Diebel Frog 79, Uncle Al is in the room as well. So thank you both for coming. It's good to see everybody today. And for those of you who might not know, maybe Lori can drop the link again. This is Sean and Marianne from Panic D Paranormal History. And they have been in the Health Challenge now with me for several months, but really got active in March and April and took the challenge on and really showed that even people who work in buildings all day long can be healthy and can make their lifestyles healthier. And I just wanted to, for my finale week, have people on who had been inspiring to me, and they really have. They've put the content out there, and they showed that they were interested in making their health better. So I just wanted to bring them on and say thank you so much for being a part of everything this year.
Oh, it's been a blast. It's been awesome.
Well, good. I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that. You know, when I started, I thought, okay, I'm gonna go on live and talk about health and talk to my mom, and maybe my sister will tune in, and I'll have Yankee will be there, and I'm sure that Yankee's in the room somewhere. But yeah, so maybe I can get a few people in, and now all of a sudden I have all these people who are interested in finding out where my health journey goes and sharing their health journey. So thank you all for being here with me and doing that. I'm honored. And thank you to all who are in the chat today. And if you don't mind sharing out wonderful Panic D Paranormal History, and make sure that you guys tune in to everything they've got going on, and definitely tune in on Thursday to give Inspired John a little bit of crap. Because it should be a good time. So.
Oh, it'll be a good time.
That'll be a blast.
It'll be a good time.
Yes. So anyway, anything you want to share with our audience before it is time to go? Because our 30 minutes is about up.
I think your show needs to be longer.
Okay, then start talking about
this. Pusha tells us that our hour is not long enough.
I know.
I'm like,
I know.
Really?
I don't know if I could talk any longer, I'm a teacher. You make up your lesson plan, and then you allow for questions and interaction and an activity. So everybody go do an activity that's good for your health. Come back tomorrow and tell me about your activity. That's your homework.
There you go.
Oh, well, I've enjoyed my half-hour show. And I've enjoyed having you two on and being a part of things. And thank you all to everyone who is in the chat today and stopped by to see what we had going on here. And I'm going to try to have some more guests this week. Tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Central, I will have a video out on Theodore Roosevelt National Park. And there's going to be some fancy bison and wild horses, and probably some other animals, and a couple of people that I want to introduce you to that are not on YouTube, but you can check out them as well. So anyway, an Irvin DePaid tourist says we need an hour. I got nothing left to talk about. So anyway, I can tell you about the things that are in my office, like this fantastic apron.
That's right. You made chocolate chip cookie cups for that.
I did. It was fantastic. I tried really hard. They didn't end up as cups. Darn it.
We both tried really hard on that.
We did. Oh,
those were delicious failures.
They were delicious failures.
They were really yummy. Yeah. And they worked really well with milk on the inside. They were good. China Liv says, when you come back, Sweetie. She always calls me Sweetie. Because I'll extend the community coffee breaks from an hour till then. Oh, you want me to come back? And I'll cut it back to a half an hour. Okay, well, whatever works. You know, nobody can own a time slot. And I understand that other people have other things going on. So, but yeah, it's going to be a great week this week. And Marty's Crew says, Sean and Marianne, you guys are awesome. Keep up the great work. And
thank you.
And until next time, remember that you are not replaceable. Do something great for your health. Thanks, everybody, for coming.